Hi, it's Dwyer. Here at the Dwyer Report, I believe it's very important that voters, consumers, Americans be as informed as possible and as able as possible to cut through propaganda, to cut through the hype, to get at the truth. Earlier today, the Case Shiller housing index numbers were released, and they were terrible. Minneapolis was down 6% from February. Phoenix is now officially down 53% from its high. Uh, Year over year, housing prices are down 19.1%. Not only that, but keep in mind, according to the Case Shiller numbers, real prices, even after all of this pain, remain above what they were in the 1990s. They're more than 10% above what they were in the 1990s. Let's also remember that recently, Governor Schwarzenegger in California, our largest state, was pushing for some referendums that did not pass. As a result, California is looking squarely at a $21 billion shortfall over the next 13 months. It is unlikely, given the fiscal mess that exists in the state of California, that housing would somehow be immune from that and would bounce back anytime soon. In fact, I would argue that much of the pain still lies ahead. Recently, the Wall Street Journal did a study on the exposure of local banks to the breaking commercial real estate crisis. And what the Wall Street Journal found was staggering. I would encourage everyone to look at the journal. The piece is by Maurice Taman and David Enrich. It's entitled Local Banks Face Big Losses. The date is May 19th, 2009. You're going to be absolutely astonished to hear that, conservatively speaking, these smaller local banks are looking at possibly losses of, again, I'm being conservative, $100 billion. Many times the amount of money that we're now using to bail out GM. The numbers could actually get as high as $200 billion. So don't be distracted by the dead cat bounce in the stock market. Our economy is still in a tailspin at a minimum, according to market data in the Case-Shiller report and according to the Wall Street Journal study. We're looking at falling housing prices. The fall is still accelerating, and we're also looking at a commercial real estate crisis that, quite frankly, could render several smaller banks insolvent. Let me also point out, too, that the hijinks going on in terms of having stress tests while the crisis is ongoing before all of the capital requirements are known is more public relations than reality. One wonders whether the very banks that underwent the stress test recently are actually prepared for the reality of unemployment climbing over the current 8.9% and housing continuing to deteriorate. I do not see a turnaround anytime soon in the housing market. Those that tell you otherwise are simply ignoring the Case-Shiller numbers. This is Dwyer from the Dwyer Report. Check back with us. I'm going to try to continue to keep it real. I think it's important that we keep it real because, quite frankly, we have real problems. Good luck.